you guys, welcome to today's video. I feel like it has been a while since I sat down and did a makeup video. Some of you who have been watching my videos might know that I've been trying to heal my acne, so in doing so, I've been trying not to put products on my face very often, especially not makeup. So that's why I haven't been doing many makeup videos recently. But today I wanted to do a holiday makeup look and also just chat with you guys. So let's just go ahead and get started. So for sunscreen, I used the Koa tinted sunscreen. Now, this is one of my favorite sunscreens that I've been using for I feel like a month or two at this point, but I've been really enjoying the sunscreen. I found that it doesn't make me break out, and anybody who has acne prone skin knows that it can be difficult to find a sunscreen that doesn't cause breakouts, and this one, for me at least, it does not cause breakouts, and I really like how it feels on the skin. Super comfortable, actually gives some moisture as well. It doesn't feel super matte, so I like that. Actually, because of the winter, my skin has been pretty dry recently, even though I normally have like combination to oily skin. But anyway, I've been really enjoying this one. I'll have it linked in the description box below. If you guys are interested in checking it out, they do have a tinted version as well as a regular, like just translucent version. And the tinted version is very tinted, so I mean, it really doesn't give much of a tint. But yeah, just thought I would mention that. And then now I know I already applied a sunscreen, but I'm also going to apply the Integrity Impeccable Skin Sunscreen. This is a favorite of mine. I actually just recently purchased this new one because I needed a restock. And this one has such good coverage. So I am going to use a foundation as well today, but this is going to give like an extra bit of coverage and also some extra sun protection. So I just apply it all over, and I actually think I'm going to take a little bit more than that. And if you are curious, I have this in the shade Buff, and I find that the shade works really well for my skin tone. And then I just blend it in with my fingers. I find that this just works the best. Blends it in really nicely, just like you would a regular sunscreen, even though you could totally use this as like a in place of a foundation because it does have some really nice coverage. Now obviously I do have a lot of hyperpigmentation left, so I definitely want something that does have a bit of coverage. And actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it might look like I still have a lot of acne going on, but actually most of that is hyperpigmentation, so that's super fun. It's going to take a while to reduce those and get rid of those, but it's still nice to not have as many breakouts. So now for foundation, I'm going to use the new Kjaer Weis liquid foundation. I actually did a whole review and wear test on this specifically for those with acne prone skin, so if you do want to see just my review and thoughts on this, definitely check out that video. I'll probably put a card up here if you guys want to check that out. But I wanted to use this today since I already have that Integrity Impeccable Skin Sunscreen on. I already have some coverage going on, so that's why I wanted to use this, because this one does have pretty light coverage, at least for me with the hyperpigmentation that I have. But I think in general still it does have quite light coverage. So if you want something that's almost like it's like a little bit more than a tinted moisturizer, like it's a pretty light coverage, but I think it looks so pretty on the skin. When I wore this, it just doesn't look cakey, and I feel like it just looks really natural and just helps give a little bit of coverage. But yes, very much a little bit of coverage, and has a little dropper applicator, and you could totally use your hands to apply this, or a sponge or a brush, of course, like you normally would for a foundation. But today I'm going to use a foundation brush. I'm going to use the Vapor Beauty foundation brush. It's really nice and dense, and it's so soft. Vapor Beauty brushes are so nice. So I'm just going to kind of stipple this in, and I wanted to use a brush because I really want something that's going to give me some more coverage, because a brush normally does help to give some more coverage. It's still going to be a light coverage, but I think that using a brush will just help give a little bit more coverage. And if it doesn't cover completely everything, that's okay. Alright, now using a brush, I can tell a little bit, like it looks ever so slightly heavy or cakey. I normally like pretty much always have this issue when I use brushes to apply a foundation, but honestly it doesn't look super heavy. But I do think that using a sponge is the best way to apply it so that it's going to look the most seamless. But I wanted to try to get a little bit more coverage, so that's why I decided to use a brush today. My lips are feeling a little bit dry, so I'm going to apply the Sparitual. This is their Citrus Cardamom Moisture Balm. I like to use this on my lips, like just like a regular lip balm, but I believe this is supposed to be like a multi-purpose type of balm. You can use it just to like hydrate any dry areas on your body, like elbows, knuckles, hands, whatever. But I really like it. It smells super good and it's really moisturizing. Now for concealer, I'm going to use the Fitglow Beauty concealer. I have this in the shade C3, so I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, and I'm also going to apply it on my eyelids to create that even base. To set the face, I'm going to use the Kjaer Weis powder, translucent. I just have a little sample of this. I'm going to do my eyebrows real quick, and for eyebrows I'm using the Plume Nourish and Define Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Ashy Daybreak. Do you guys have any favorite holiday movies? I just recently watched Polar Express. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies. I just think it's so fun. I feel like it really gets you in the holiday mood. If you guys have any holiday movie recommendations, definitely let me know in the comments, because I would love to know. Maybe there's some that you really like that I haven't seen yet. Alright, so now on to the really like holiday part of this look is the eyeshadow look. I'm going to go for that traditional like red and green theme. And for that look, I'm going to use all three of the Lovinah Beauty eyeshadow palettes. And the reason being is because I feel like each of the shades that I want to use, there's one of them in each of these palettes. I think I'm really only going to be doing 3 shades, but it's 1 shade in each of the palettes. So to start off, I'm going to use their newest palette, which is right here. It is called the Eye of the Sahara Luxury Matte Palette. So to start off the look, I'm going to use this shade right here called Collagen, and it's kind of like a red matte shade. So I'm going to use this in the crease, and I'm just going to go straight in with this bright color. I'm just going to take a very little bit, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to start kind of like applying this to the crease. This red shade right here, and I'm just going to apply this all over the lid, and it has a really beautiful shimmer to it. This is such a gorgeous shade, and it's just like the perfect red shade for the holidays. And that shade is from the Goddess Glow palette. Okay, and I know it looks a bit messy right now. I'll definitely clean that up. And then I'm just gonna take the Fitglow concealer again, and I'm just gonna clean that up. Alright, and then I'm going to take this green shade from the Eye Magic palette, and I'm going to apply this to the lower lash line. I'm just going to kind of smoke this out. Okay, so I'm actually going to use 4 shades because then I want to do an inner corner highlight. Now for the inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this gold shade right here, and this is from the Goddess Glow palette. And then for mascara, I'm going to use the Fitglow Beauty mascara. I've been wanting to try this mascara for quite a while, and this is actually going to be my first time trying it. And the point of this, I feel like because it has that point, I feel like it helps us so you can get into the inner part of the eyelashes easier. Now let's go ahead and bring some warmth to the face. For a bronzer, I'm going to use the Kjaer Weis bronzer in the shade Basque. And then for a highlighter, I'm going to use the Maya Chia, the highlight of the day. This is in the shade The Golden Hour, which is a champagne gold shade. And I'm just going to tap it onto the high points of the cheekbones So pretty. I'm also going to apply a little bit on the nose. So pretty. It looks so natural. I like a liquid highlighter. I feel like always just looks so natural, and it really helps to give that like lit from within glow. Now for blush, I'm going to use the Kjaer Weis cream blush. So I'm not totally sure what shade this is. When I got it, it comes in the paper packaging, and then you can get one of these to put it in. And it says the shade name on that, but I'm not totally sure which one it is. I'll try to figure out what it is and put it in the description. But it's a really pretty pinky blush, and it just gives a really natural blush color. Super pretty pinky blush color, and it just blends into the skin so beautifully. Maybe it doesn't totally go with the eye look that I have going on, but it's just gonna kind of give like that natural pink blush color. I feel like it looks a little bit too pink right now to go with this eye look that I have going on. For the lips, I'm going to use the Kjaer Weis lipstick. This is in the shade Adore, which is this really gorgeous red shade. So great for the holidays. So I'm just going to apply this. And then I'm going to top that off with the Lavina Lips in the Desert Hydrating Collagen Lip Plumper. Look how pretty this packaging. Lavina has the prettiest packaging. I'm always so drawn to their products because they have such beautiful packaging, and this one again is so pretty. For application, it says apply on clean lips or over lipstick daily for fuller, curvier, and more youthful looking luscious lips. So I'm just going to apply this on top of the red lipstick that I have on right now, and I don't want to put this doe foot applicator on the red lipstick because I don't want it to get messy. So I'm just going to put some on my finger and then apply it that way. Just give a little bit of a gloss and give that plumper look to the lips. Alright you guys, so this is the completed look. I think that it came together really nicely. I think that this would just be a super fun look for a holiday party, though I know people probably aren't really going to holiday parties right now, but maybe even if you're doing like a small get together with family, it would still be fun to kind of dress up and do a fun makeup look like this. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I would love to know what your favorite products are to create some holiday makeup looks. Maybe you have certain eyeshadow palettes that you really like. I'd love to know. Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you all have wonderful holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all for my next video. Bye guys.